Hello, hello. Everyone's. All right, I'm trying to get this set up. Hey, my TikTokers. Hey, my Facebookers. Hope everybody's having a great day. So we are live. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So I just wanted to come on and, like I've always been doing for the last couple of weeks, or 2 weeks, I want to say, just been talking about a survivor's life, me, and, things that's going on with me, things that's going on around the world. So I want to start by saying prayers go out to the families that have lost their loved ones. It was a tragic accident, mass shooting in my hometown of upstate Rochester, New York. And so my condolences and my prayers go out to the families. Also, Sonia Massey's family, they're still trying to get justice for what happened. And just all the people that are, losing loved ones and that have lost loved ones. And it's really terrible what's going on around the world. So it's not just in one place. So prayers for them. I'm praying for all of my patients. I sell oxygen. And so sometimes it gets me a little bit down when I'm not able to sell a unit, when I'm not able to get my patients, what they need, because they contact me because they want to be able to go outside. We take for granted, being able to just go outside and just being able to go check your own mailbox. We take that type of stuff for granted, to be able to cook your own food, to be able to just get up and get out of bed. We take that for granted, and it's not right because some people can't do that. I sell oxygen, portable oxygen, the little short shoulder bag ones, the little small ones. They're very lightweight. And I'm also going to clear up a couple things about that, because I've seen a lot of people saying some negative things about our units. So I recommend getting portable oxygen that you purchase, mainly because this is a brand new unit that the only ones used it is you. So if you're getting an older model refurbished unit, okay, you don't know how long it's been used, you don't know how long the unit's been out there, because the newer modeled units is going to last longer. It's going to provide you with more than what you need. But I recommend not really going with insurance. Insurance is going to not purchase. You're not purchasing anything with your insurance. You're just getting a refurbished, older modeled unit. Not good. I recommend purchasing the unit. If you can't purchase it, because they are expensive, I'm not even going to hold you, but everything's expensive. So don't call me with the foolishness talking about, oh, it's high, it's high. Okay, the water is high these days, so it's not just the units. But this is something that you need. I don't care. Maybe that's just me. I don't care if I have to pay $1 million to breathe. I'm going to figure out how to do it, because I want to be able to take care of myself and not have to depend on other people to do things that I could be doing on my own. Plus, you want to create your own memories. You want to be out there independent, living life, having freedom to do the things that you want to do and not be limited by oxygen because you can't breathe. COPD is a big killer out here. You're basically suffocating from the inside out. And we don't need that. We don't want that. Put the cigarettes down. I have patients call me. They're still smoking and they have COPD. Stop smoking. Please stop smoking. Smoking cigarettes is bad. And don't get me wrong, I smoked cigarettes for years. I am so happy to say that I have not smoked since about 7 years. It's been about 7 years since I smoked a cigarette. I'm so happy to say that I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. But to those that do smoke, it's easier said than done. It's hard. So if you want to, kind of wean yourself off the cigarettes, Black and Milds, those are just as bad. Don't smoke those. It's actually worse. What is those other? The hookah. Hookah is just as bad. Vaping is bad. So don't do that. Don't, because it's a bad thing. You don't want that negative. You don't want that inside, because the Surgeon General warning Yeah, it should be in big bold letters telling you on the entire pack, not just in those little bit of writing on the pack, that don't smoke cigarettes. Anyway, so moving forward, but I do sell portable oxygen. If you know anyone that needs oxygen, please send me your information. My phone number, you can call me 855-434-3274. That is my work number that I can help you get oxygen, because we all need to be able to breathe and be able to do the things that we want to do. The units are lightweight. We do have financing available to get brand new units, but it's your life, your grandparents' life, and just elderlies, our seniors. We want to be able to take care of them. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Also, praying for my pre-vivers. I was speaking to a couple people in my Reach for Recovery, because I'm a Reach for Recovery advocate with American Cancer Society. So I was speaking with some people, some young people. They're actually younger than me, people younger, even 30s. And so they diagnosed. A lot of people don't know which way to go, which way to turn as far as the breast cancer, or even just cancer, or any traumatic event. I would always recommend to reach out to those that can educate you, because you don't want anyone to be putting fear into your aura. Do not be fearful of anything. You got to pray about everything, because this is what faith is all about, the things that you cannot see. So you want to make sure that you're, reaching out to the people that can give you the information, that can guide you in the right directions. And so to my young pre-vivers, it's going to be okay. Yes, it's going to be stressful in the beginning. It's going to be a lot. You got to get your team. You got to get, all your chemo and all this stuff and radiation. You're building your plan, but it does get better once you get healthier. Once it's over, you're over the hill. Once that last ring of that bell, you're going to feel a lot better. Trust me, getting through your days. The Tiger Lily Foundation is really good. They're a really great community, and they can help educate you and actually put you with a mentor also. So Tiger Lily Foundation, shout out to them. And of course, like I said, I always say, insurance can be helpful. So if you reach out to them and just they'll give you information as to where you can go to gather information and the things that you can do that are within their realm. And they will provide you the information. So the resources are there. So you have to make sure that you're going out and you're looking for the information and the resources, because it's very important for your own health. So I didn't do it as much as I probably should have, because I was a little bit messed up in my head. But the information and the resources are there. Plus, American Cancer Society, I can always stress them enough, because 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, they are available. So I always recommend them. Also, just some things that I've learned, and I've heard it before, but I've been kind of trying to walk more into it. Pick your battles. Pick your battles, because you get more with honey than you do salt. You get more with sugar than you do vinegar. So I have people that call me all the time and, they need help. I don't mind helping. I will help you till I can't help you, until I'm blue in the face. But if you're mean, rude, and nasty to me, I ain't giving you nothing. Like, I'm not going to go the extra mile. Why should I? I'm tired. I don't want to do it. So pick your battles is very important. Plus, you don't know that you can make someone's day just by saying hello, just by saying good morning. Like in New York, everybody kind of walk around with their little, and then not all people, just some people, but just being friendly and saying hello and good morning and good evening, it really can make someone's day to be in a positive mood and a better mood, because you don't know what that person is dealing with. They could be homeless. They could be, hungry. They could have just gotten to a spat with their spouse. You don't know what their day could be. And just that one hello or how are you or anything, that could make someone's day. It can change someone's day. And so if you're able to do that, do that. Also, just looking online at all of I see a lot of the online pastors and different ministers and different things. And so I always kind of wonder, like, is this a real thing? And I'm like, I treat it just like church, where I take what I need and then just leave the rest. So make sure you're always doing your own research and read your Bible. You don't have to listen to this one pastor, that pastor, or even go to this church or that church. Read your Bible. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, that's going to give you everything you need. That's the most food in the Bible. Also, that 23rd Psalm, I memorized that 23rd Psalm when I was 5 years old from my grandmother. My grandmother was instilling in me even then prayer of church. Hello, TikTok Maximo. Keish. Yeah, Keish. I held the door for a lady and she said, yes, you can make someone's day just by, doing the small things that you take for granted. And yeah, continue to do that. Smile, say hello. But yeah, take what you need and leave the rest as far as when you're in church. This is what I do know too. When you're going to church or when you're looking for a church home, make sure that when you go to the church, you leave out differently. Because if you're going in and you're leaving out the same or in a negative way, leaving out, don't go back over there because you're not getting what you need. You're not getting the food. You're not being fed. So take what you need, leave the rest, but go. Try to go if you can go online. It's good to congregate with members to be able to have that. Everyone knows that when two or more, he's in the midst. So you need to have, if you have a group that are all praying and praying towards that one greater good, great. That's more into you. You're going to get more of the Holy Spirit and get what you need out of that. Hello, Diana. So I always say, if you can find a church home or if you can find some church, good lasting church folk, do it. Also, it takes a village to raise the children. The village needs to get back into raising the children because what's happening right now is we are not taking care of our kids. It's our age group, our generation in the 40s, 50s. Our kids are the ones that are out here acting a crazy fool. And it's a little embarrassing because we could do better. Do you know your kids' friends? Do you know where your kids are? Remember, I don't know, back in the day, WDKX, that was the radio station at home, 103.9. You need to make sure that it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? They need to bring that back. Know where your kids are. And then what happened to Pack Tag? Pack Tag probably scared. I don't know. They might be scared to be walking the streets these days. Who knows? But I would always know where your children are, what they're doing, who they're with. Go in their room. When my kids was young, in their teens, you don't have a room. All these rooms in this house is my room. So I'm going in here whenever I feel like it too. So know who your kids' friends are. Go to the school. Get involved with your kids' education. It's very important because you need to know, do they have enough credits to graduate? My daughter, my youngest daughter, when we moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, she went to school, she excelled, she was even taking AP classes. But there was one class, and I didn't find out that she even needed it until the last day when she was about to get ready to graduate high school, that she didn't have a class. But my daughter was such a great student, and she's so smart, so dumb smart. And I'm not tooting her own horn, but she is smart. So she was able to test out of the class in one day. But not everybody's able to do that. So make sure that you're on your kids' credits. Make sure that you know how much they need to graduate and go to a college, because some of these kids aren't college ready. They're not. Do y'all see them do homework? Do they have books? I know that they probably have no books, but I do know from my TikTokers, there are people on, I know for a fact, TikTok is science, technology, engineering, math. You need that. Your kids need that to graduate. And so if they need help with the homework, because I ain't gonna hold you, that homework is crazy. I be looking at, oof. Me and my daughter was doing the homework together one time, and we got the same answers, but the way she did it was easier, it looks like, because I had all this big old problem. But she did hers really quick and fast, and mine was pretty much long. But it was the same thing, but it took me a lot longer to get there. So reach out and get some help with the kids' homework, because if you don't know how to do it, then just find somebody that can. There's a lot of tutors out here, especially now that the education system has gone to the toilet. There's a lot of teachers that are doing tutoring outside of teaching, because one, dealing with y'all parents is crazy. I commend anybody in these type of professions. Bus driver, my cousin Keish, but bus driver, teacher, I would not be able to do it. Because one, I got to deal with the parents of the teachers. The teachers got to deal with the parents and the kids. So you getting it on both, and plus, not to mention that the higher ups, you got to deal with them too. I wouldn't want to be bothered with y'all at all. Because, you ain't about to make me lose my religion messing around. And now bus drivers, they got to deal with the passengers getting on there acting a fool, and then all these different people. And it's not, sometimes for me, I'll be like, oh, that's probably not even worth the money. But I commend them because it's a really good job. They got good benefits, but let's be nice and let's be friendly to one another, because it's not even that serious. Pick your battles. It's better to do it with honey than salt. Yes, you do have to participate. Yep, showing your work. Yep, Keish. And that's another thing. Put them in some type of a program. They have different types of programs. I know in New York they have the JTP. I'm not sure if they still have JTPA program, but I went to summer. I worked every summer from the time I was 14 years old. There are jobs for children. Get them kids out here working. Let them be responsible. Stop giving them everything. Let's start by there. Stop giving them make them work for what they get. And I'm not talking about going out there, doing a whole bunch of working. But, because it is child labor laws, let's know that. There's child labor laws. You can't have your kids out here working like slaves. You can't do that. But you let them know that, okay, if they get an A, then they'll get, this or that. Or if you get a B, let them work for their sneakers. These sneakers is expensive unless y'all just got a whole bunch of money. And if you do, I wouldn't be giving it away. Let them work for it. Let them see you paying bills. Look, this is what I had to do this. I was a single mom for years. And so my kids saw me paying bills. My kids saw me going to school. My kids saw me doing pretty much everything. We grew up together. But they also see the result. The degree, they see a nice house, they see a decent car. They see these things and they're like, oh, okay, well, I want to emulate that. Let your children see that, hey, you could do it too. Get out there with your kids, fight for your kids. And I'm not talking about their fist fight and talk. Have conversations, have dinner together. Some people don't even have dinner with their kids anymore. Have dinner with your children. Have conversations. Don't just let things just go over your head, go by the wayside. Somebody told me recently that when they were growing up, they wanted to have hard conversations with their parent, but their parent never wanted to talk to them. And I can understand that, because at one point, I didn't know a lot of things. I learned a lot of women's things just from the locker room. From the locker room at school. Crazy thing is, I wasn't even playing gym. But make sure that you having conversations. You don't want your kids to be learning things on the streets. You need to teach those things at home. And I'm not talking about you, let me write a couple things down and then just keep on going to work. No, you have back and forth conversation, a communication. Talk back and forth. Let them talk, you talk. Because at the end of the day, you can learn too from your kids. Not to mention, teach your kids to respect their elders. I can't even stress enough, respect your elders. Back when I was growing up, you get up, if their elder came on the bus, I used to take the city bus a lot. If your elder came on the bus, you get your butt out that seat and you stand up and you let that elder sit down. These days, these kids acting a fool. They don't even care if your elder, how old you are or anything. They just won't even go, won't even get up, won't even do nothing. Like they don't even care. You got to teach your kids to respect their elders. I know that we don't have enough grandparents out here, but the grandparents, our 30, 40-year-old grandparents, y'all need to start acting like more of the older ones with the dusters, because y'all kids is the ones out here acting a damn fool. And I'm sorry to see a 15-year-old shooting somebody. I'm sorry to seeing that, because these things could be prevented. Let's be more preventative and stop the violence. Cars being stolen. Who's stealing cars? Come on now, let's. If your kids are able to listen, let them teach them something. Because not all kids will listen. I'm going to say that right now. Not all of them going to listen. But I believe it definitely starts at the home. If you start young enough, they will listen. Yeah, cursing. Yep, they won't even get up a seat because they're acting a fool for no reason. Wrong. And also, if you feel like you are unable to control your kid, get rid of them. I bet you I ain't gonna have no disrespectful ass kid around me at all. Especially if I'm the one paying the cost to be the boss, and you gonna try to come in here and act like you bossing me. There's places for kids like that. I would get them a tutor. I would get them a mentor. Somebody's gonna tell them. I would give them to one of them programs that'll take them to the jail and show them where they could be living at. Yep, that's just me. Because you ain't about to be in my house disrespecting me. Me and you gonna go blow for blow. That's just what it is. I don't play like that. And I'm not gonna give them go get out. No, because then they're gonna go to their friend's house and then they're gonna go and be violent on the street because they're broke and they don't know nothing and they listening to other kids. Do you really want that? No, I'm not about to do that either. So while they're young and young enough, make them listen. Like, don't be letting them just do anything that they want to do, say anything they want to say, disrespecting their elders, teachers that's trying to teach them something. If somebody trying to teach them something, you need to sit down and shut your mouth and listen. Because if you go into the school and your kid, my cell phone, the kid's cell phone, I pay the bill. Sit your ass down when you pay the bill. Turn the damn phone off. That way you ain't got to worry about paying the damn bill no more. So your kid can sit down and listen and get their damn work done. And then make sure that they're doing the work. Because everybody ain't telling the same lie about your kid. That's just what it is. And I ain't going to say, no, this one is better than that one. Ain't none of them the best. I don't know no 100% great kids out here. They all got the smart mouth. And I wonder where they get that from. I know my guy's real smart mouth. But they know not to be disrespectful either, though. Period. That's just how I raised my kids. Like, you ain't about to disrespect me or no other adults out here. So the best thing for you to do is get this education, become a good societal adult of your own. That's just what it is. Also, yep, so that was pretty much what I had to say for today. But I will also only be doing it coming out in 2 days a week because I gotta listen to my body. Yep, I'm Superwoman, but Superwoman get tired. I'm tired. I can't be doing everything all the time. So I got so many things I got going on. I'm juggling and I'm a little bit tired. This kind of takes a lot. I get right off work and then I'm here. So I'll be doing 2 days a week. So it'll be Sundays and Thursdays at 7:30 for 20 to 25 minutes or so, maybe 30. Depends on if there's something happening in the day. But the moral of today that I wanted to pick your battles, more with honey than sugar. Find you a good church home, a group, a prayer group, somebody that's going to be pouring into you. Also, raise your kids. That will be showing their ass out here, acting crazy for no reason, and just running them up. Because we want to save more kids. We don't want the kids to be getting hurt by gun violence because it's really tragic and senseless. So let's do better as adults. All right. And that was me for today. Yeah, let's just have all the survivors to get back on track. I know that it's really hard after cancer, and it was hard for me. It still is. That's why I got this. But after cancer care, Desiree Tanner, she is has an after cancer care program that she's just started. You can reach out to her. She's on Facebook. Also, there's After Cancer Care, and they're also on Facebook and all of the other platforms, as well as, like I said, American Cancer Society, Tiger Lily Foundation. And if anybody wants to come on with me and talk, they can always ask to join, or they can, DM me or email me, thegiftoflife101@gmail.com. And it's not just for cancer; it's for any type of traumatic event, depression. I deal with depression due to all the stuff, and then the PTSD. I have PTSD due to losing the breast. So I will have a conversation with anyone that wants to have a conversation with me and talk to pre-vivors and survivors and people that just don't know and want to get educated about breast cancer. So keep all of my cancer people in my prayers. Also, my necklace is available, orboisclothing.com. I'll be adding more products soon, but you can always purchase a necklace there. If you're a survivor, please send me an email and I will gladly discount that necklace for you. It's for support. I created that on my chemo bed after surgery. Yeah, it looks like a cute little butterfly. I wanted it to be like independence, freedom, because I was getting free from that cancer and out of that bed. So freedom, independence, hope, faith, and love. So yep, I'll be back on Sunday, you guys. So I hope everybody got something out of today, the ones that did log on. So I'm gonna get some rest, y'all. Have a good one.